Hey everyone, I'm your alibi, and this is my review of Dragonheart 1996. So the movie starts out introducing us to Prince Einan and his mentor, Knight Bowen of the Old Code. So the movie takes place sometime after the reign of King Arthur. So Einan is the son of a tyrannical king who is a moron who likes to kill his subjects, and unfortunately for him, his subjects don't like that. So they decide to rise up against him and kill him. Well, Einan and Bowen are the unfortunate onlookers. So Einan decides he wants his father's crown sooner rather than later, so he goes into the fray of battle and steals the crown from his dying father. What a loving son. Unfortunately, he seemed to fail to notice that there was a battle still going on, and a little redhead happens along and mortally wounds him. So his mother, now a widow, decides, oh, this is horrible, and goes seeking out the help of a dragon, who shares half his heart with Einan, saving the boy's life. But the dragon asks one condition, that Einan uphold the old code of King Arthur. So Einan swears, but breaks his vow, and decides to become as much a moron as his father was. So, heartbroken Bowen decides to blame the dragon for corrupting Einan's heart and vows to kill all dragons. Wonderful. He kills all but one of these mighty foes, and in his battle with the last dragon in existence, he comes to a stalemate and is forced to form an alliance with the dragon instead of kill it. The dragon, later named Draco after the star constellation, explains to Bowen that it was not the dragon that corrupted Einan's heart, but Einan that corrupted the dragon's heart. The two come up with a ruse that will win Bowen a lot of money and will allow Draco to stay alive. Unfortunately, at this point, Bowen has given up entirely on any hope of freeing the people from Einan's tyrannical reign, but our little redhead from earlier is not so ready to give up. And after Einan kills her father right in front of her eyes, she's more intent than ever on killing him. So she sneaks into his castle, tries to stab him, but her plans are foiled, and she's unfortunately thrown into the dungeons. But over her stay at the castle, Einan recognizes her from his childhood and becomes obsessed with her beauty. Though for some reason he is weirdly okay with the fact that she pretty much killed him in the past and also stabbed him. And yeah, why is he so weirdly okay with this? And also, am I the only one who finds it interesting that he asks for her pity instead of obedience? Just me? Okay, yeah, moving on. Anyway, Einan's mother is feeling very guilty at this point, so she helps poor little redhead, I can't remember her name, escape. She returns to her people and tries to convince them to rise up against Einan once more, but they kind of hate her and are not on board with that plan. It's then that she runs into Bowen, or rather Bowen runs into her, and she gets dragged into his and Draco's scheme. Unfortunately, the three of them get attacked by Einan and his men, and Bowen comes to realize that Draco is the one who shared half his heart with Einan. Bowen is finally convinced to join the war against Einan and rallies the people to his cause. They lure Einan and his men out of the castle and set up a trap for him. Einan gets shot in the heart, but survives and comes to realize that it is Draco's heart keeping him alive, so he endeavors to keep the dragon safe so that he may be safe as well. Our redhead, still can't remember her name, and Bowen go to rescue Draco, and upon discovering him locked away in the castle, Draco tells them that in order to kill Einen, they have to kill him. They don't want to at first, but after being faced with the alternative of being stuck with Einen for longer than they already have, they agree, and Draco and Einen both meet an early grave. Draco, for his valor, is sent to the constellation Draco and becomes a star, watching down on his friends for the rest of their lives. It's a very touching story, and overall I'd have to say the characters are likable, the story is good, and the setting is immersive. As a side note, I'd have to say Sean Connery did a wonderful job of voicing the dragon Draco, and considering the movie was made in 1996, it had considerably good effects. So there you go, that's Dragonheart, and I will be doing reviews on the sequels as well. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, check out my other videos, and most importantly, subscribbles. Bye bye.